currently picking up that hose full of Tarask blood and jamming it into his side.
I just asked, like, is that safe to do, or that can't be healthy?
For me, yes, it's quite safe.
Oh,
For
good enough.
you, safe-ish.
Ah, yes, the great ish. Gotcha. So, yeah, so we're here. You summoned us. I'm assuming to deal with something that wasn't this.
That that would be correct.
Oh, good.
I have plans that I need to work on, a project that's nearly complete, and I have obstacles in my way that I cannot spare the time to take care of personally. Ah, Sleuth's here. Right. I have tasks I can't spare the time to take of personally. So, given that you are the most competent people I have access to at the moment,
Fair
I
duel.
would be
That's a
need.
good
That
thing
must
our
be a
bad
really low bar.
yeah. Either we are that competent, or things have gone to shit.
Well, some of us are.
I can explain more. Follow me. We'll head to the sanctum.
Well, lead on.
Loam starts walking up the stairs. You can still see bits of his body and clothing knitting themselves back together out of the thin air. And a hose full of Tarask blood just kind of dragging up behind him as he walks up the steps. Until he makes it up into the sanctum.
Yeah, just follow along.
Alrighty. So, the work I'm doing here, you can see him kind of head to his laboratory space and begin kind of straightening out the clutter.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ritual I intend to perform. Final piece of my greater work. As no doubt, given that I can tell you've been through this room, you've seen the Tarask overhead.
It's kind of hard to miss.
Is that what that is?
I have so many questions.
You don't want to know the answers. Can almost guarantee it.
I'm pretty sure you're right, but I still want to know.
Feel free to ask.
My first question is, how?
How what?
How did you manage to trap the beast? Those things are forces of nature.
Use of a wish, and also not letting it wake up.
How do you satiate its hunger?
It's not awake yet, so it's not hungry. Although, I suppose it is a bit of a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, well,
You
it's fine.
think?
It goes along with the other ticking time bombs in here.
I mean, yeah.
Chip chip.
God, that is such an appropriate gif. Or, sorry, so that, you know, Sent can understand me, a GIF.
No, Sent's a heretic. His opinion doesn't matter.
All right.
So, another question. Were you involved in the gnome's disappearance?
Oh, no. No, the gnomes all disappearing was their own mistakes.
Ah, they're just individual. They're not lost or anything. They're just in Vinder Scappeldunk.
One was going to give you all an inquisical look.
I just shake my head. I'm like, just don't ask.
Mm,
Easier to let him think what he wants.
well, whatever they were attempting.
And I can see the little gnome standing there with a goofy grin on his face when he talks about it.
I have all the components I need. I simply need time and the board to be cleared of interfering forces.
Have you tried vinegar and baking soda?
Yes, it works well on plenty of problems. Dragons are not one of those problems.
Ooh.
Oh, I just so happen to have a perfectionist at removing dragons here.
Either way, Eldrin, did you have other questions, or was involvement with the gnomes the only question you had?
Which
Oh.
plane of existence did you get the Tarask from?
Strictly speaking, I did not get it. Akhed did.
That makes more sense.
It's also worth noting we didn't transport it anywhere. We found it under the city.
Wait, this is its home? Oh shit.
Yes, we just hollowed out the space around it, built the God King's ziggurat, and the new capital around it.
I see.
There wouldn't happen to be any like portals,
Out of character, are
plates
we
in this
out of
world
character?
here.
Out of character. I got a question. I haven't been paying much attention. I'm about to do something either really brave or really stupid. So I want to ask.
It can be both.
Yeah, I mean, it could be both. I want to ask the party: are we on the side of the Emperor Akin, or are we against him?
Well, Loam's a friend, and he hasn't really given us any reason to oppose him.
Okay.
Sinclair is on the side of Coin.
I mean, I was just gonna speed along the arrival of the incoming horror. That's all I was gonna do.
What, are you gonna shoot it?
I was
You
gonna
gonna
wake up to
shoot it next
Tarask. Yes, I was gonna wake up to Tarask
But
and watch
why?
and then cast Dimension Door and get the fuck out of here and watch the chaos ensue from a safe distance.
There is no
Dimension
safe
door
distance when we're
very
at
likely will
ground
not save you.
zero.
Also, you're
I
not
know.
sure if Dimension Door would even work in this area.
I know. That's why I said it was either really smart or really stupid. I mean, look, y'all. Y'all can't have played D&D and not wonder if you can take it. I mean, come on. It's a fucking Tarask.
I
Yeah,
don't
and
wonder if I could take it. I could.
unfortunately, doing the orbital drop on it's not going to help here.
I know Gilbert, and I knew he done thrown out the piss weak poor 5E version of this monster for the older, terrifying version of it. So,
Like if we get to the end and Soul's woken up, then we can fight it. But for now, I think there's a dragon to slay.
well, that's just as good. Well, no, it's not, but it's still fun.
Well, a few dragons from the sounds of it.
I mean, the last time I fought one of these, it took 4 sessions of 12 hours each with an armies at our back of hundreds of thousands of soldiers. This was an epic war. Just to take down one of these
Gojira!
just to take down one of these fuckers.
Sounds like you need a better bard then.
That was so much fun. Anyway, the slaying dragons.
Yes. There's a dragon I need killed.
All right, where is it?
Well, you should all be familiar with him.
100,000 platinum pieces.
Oh, good,
for
he's a
dragon.
bastard.
Yes. I need you
Black
to kill
is
Ataxius.
obsidian, lives in a swamp plain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are familiar with him.
I need him dead.
That will muddle things with our, and Sinclair puts air quotes up, employer. But that's all right.
Wait a minute. If we go by the rules from Riddick, that means if we kill Ataxis, we become Ataxis and thus Underdark's employer. And then I get to become an even richer almond farmer. This is foolproof.
Kill
Faradul, the almond god.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time our characters have ascended to godhood. A couple of them.
But yes, I need Ataxius dead.
Hi, puppy.
For 2 reasons. The first is that he is
Lose
an
your money.
evil, vile monster that has been plaguing my maker's work for far too long. The second, I require his organs.
You need a heart of a black ancient dragon.
Any particular organ, or
Like all of them? Because there's an amount of squishage that might be
He needs
involved
the-
here.
He's doing.
I could probably mitigate some of the squishage.
Can I?
There's several parts of him that I'll
Yeah.
require, just like I've needed several parts from the Tarask.
I take out a bit of pen and paper. Which parts would those be?
Are we getting cold cut dragon now?
I'll need
Like-
his head, his heart, and most specifically, the vocal cords.
Can I make an Arcana check to see why he would need those specific pieces?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Dern is just giving him this very confused look.
They turned me into a newt.
I got better.
Well, it's more like Dern turned like. Then he just finally speaks up like, "Is this like a metaphor of some kind? Because I don't get it." Like it's got a keyboard. He's got pipes. Is that what you mean by the vocal cords?
I mean, I can think of euphemisms that go along with hearts and heads, but I don't think those would apply here.
Yeah, but what's the heart of an organ?
Oh, the heart is the organ.
Well, at least we don't need
What?
to see the cards.
No, he said we had to go and steal Ataxius' organs.
Oh my god.
No, we're
Y'all
getting
know
his
what he's
head. We're
saying, right?
stealing his heart.
Like, it's going to be hard enough to sneak the giant pipes out. How many of them do we need to grab?
No, not that kind of organ. Different organs.
Frankly, just bring me the head and gizzard and heart. Just bring me those.
Gotcha.
And Eldrin. Sorry, that was your 24 was your Arcana roll?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and what was your question again?
Would I be able to figure out why he need what he would be able to do with those specific items, those specific pieces of the dragon, because he called them out specifically what he wanted.
Do me a favor, and given that you're rolling this, also give me a perception check, just real quick.
I'm just picturing that bit in Jurassic Park, I think the first Jurassic World. It has raptor in it.
All right, yeah. So you think about this, and your vision kind of falls around the chamber. You do notice that there are several jars with other large, vaguely draconic-sized organs.
Okay. If he wasn't going to tell me what he was doing, you could have just said that. You didn't have to
No,
say I missed
hold
the
on.
jars of organ.
So you can see that there are already several jars with looks like similar organs, along with what you could. The 12 is, frankly, a 10 was what you needed. It was more just to find out if you saw. Yeah, so you can see that he's got a setup over here which has multiple sets of dragon organs, along with several gallons of Tarask blood, and it looks like some kind of organ that was excised from the Tarask's body. Very, very specifically, it would look to be. Wrote it down here somewhere. I want to say it was a pituitary gland. Ah, yes, yes. It looks like a Tarask's pituitary gland.
So, given all these factors, could I make an educated guess on what he's trying to do? And I'm assuming it's something very old
Yeah,
and very powerful using the ingredients he has, like bringing back an ancient god or something of that nature.
not so much bringing back,
Yeah.
more creating.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
You know what?
Ah,
Let me just toss something towards you. Where the fuck are you? Here you are, my PMs.
Meanwhile, Anya's just writing in a notebook. Got
Oh
told by
God.
Loam, find dragon, get head, rearrange guts, steal heart.
Um,
I'm a professional bard, Gilbert. There's nothing I can't make a sex joke out of.
there you go, Mister. I believe someone of your veterancy. You're familiar with that, right, mister?
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's looking like that in terms of scale. If these are the alchemical components he's using, his spellcasting components. Given that he also acquired the hat and gauntlets that you guys were previously searching for, and stole that ritual dagger from the elves. Yeah, what he's doing is within that realm of scale.
Yeah, but oh god, Gilbert, hang on. I have a question. I'm gonna post this in the group chat. Hold on. I mean, are we the bad guys in this scenario here, Gilbert? Are we systematically giving this thing the pieces of our own destruction?
That sounds like a you kind of judgment call, mister. Are you
Oh,
the baddies?
I want to do a personal insight check on that one.
I mean, we've already genocided a race, so I guess.
Hey, wait.
Yes.
What is this we business there?
Also, what genocide? They're all in Vinder
You were
Scappeldunk.
there. You were one of the ones that knew the dagger was fake. See, I have an excuse. The gnome I was playing didn't know. He thought we were going to the gnome promised land.
You issue.
Hey, I didn't do jack and or shit there. I just let them fail on their own.
Ignorance and apathy
Yeah,
damned
right.
them. Well, mister, I've provided you that example to kind of give you an appropriate context.
Okay.
How Eldrin chooses to grapple with that information is up to you.
Eldrin's eyes kind of go wide, glances around the lab, looks back at the big lovable guy that's giving us our instructions, and say, oh, okay, Lone. I'm assuming you have a good use for this. Nothing nefarious, right?
No, nothing nefarious.
Nothing. I don't know how to put this. I don't even know how to broach this subject.
I'm failing to hear the problem. We kill an evil black dragon. Oh, besides that being the problem, but what we're doing it's not a big deal. It'd be fine.
Very well. I guess we'll go.
I'll look at it this way: lesser of two evils. I mean, do you have a better option for us to take?
No, because there's no way we can
Exactly,
stop him
there is
from
no
doing
better
what he's
option,
about to
so
do yet. So
might as well help Loam because we can't do anything else.
Sure you can.
I mean,
Fine, I'll do it myself.
I mean, the idea of blasting the thing awake is looking better and better.
We're right under it.
I the whisks are acceptable.
No, it's not. Die now, or maybe die later.
Wait, why would we die now?
Because he wants to wait the
Can
Tarek.
I share? Uh, can I share, Gilbert? You don't mind if I share, right?
Yeah, nothing
Okay.
stops you from sharing it. Eldrin, fairly gained that insight.
Does that look familiar to you, Under?
Yes.
That is what he's doing.
Well, at least these cities are in the ground.
What? Okay, he's trying to become a god, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, he's a
That
friend
was
of
a
ours.
wizard.
Sure, why not?
I couldn't
was
have
an-
picked a better guy.
He was an ancient
Better
wizard
him than
from,
Intervin.
he was an ancient wizard from one of Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever.
Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, and he created this spell. It took him like 15 years to design, and it made him a god. He stole the powers of a god and became a god.
All right. So what I'm hearing is,
Did it make him
It's-
evil after he did it?
It
Well, no, he was already evil before he did it.
actually he
Okay.
was neutrally aligned. More I feel
That is up for debate, Gilbert.
I feel like I should probably preface this given that Mr. Kinda didn't there. Yes. What he'd be doing would be acquiring godhood through the most brute force way possible.
Yes,
So
basically.
instead of picking the lock, he is taking a
he's
pickaxe to the
tearing,
lock.
yeah, no,
More-
he's tearing
more
the door off
killdozer.
the hinges.
He's
tearing-
he's killdozering his way to
He's
heaven.
like, I am a god because I say I am a god, and I now have the power to be a god because I took it from you.
And then he's gonna ride the Tarrasque off into the sunset.
so
I
but what I'm
mean-
hearing is, we get to help create a god, and then that god owes us a favor.
So, mister, if you don't want Loam to do it, I'll be our test dummy.
No,
That sounds
no,
very
no,
bardish.
no.
I mean-
Actually, Eldrin is actually kind of he is this spell is whispered in. He's never seen anything like this, but he's actually intrigued to see if Loam can do it.
You know, we could probably use this to get me to vendor Scappeldunk.
We could actually bring back, and we could bring back. He could bring back the gnomes too. Yeah. If we help him achieve godhood, he could bring back the gnomes. Yeah. Or send you to vendor Scappeldunk, whichever is easier. So yeah, I'm on board now. Now that I've thought about it, and I see which character I'm playing. Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Don't think it'd get much higher price tag than being in
Actually,
good
that
favor
does
with a
change.
god.
That's what I'm
Actually-
saying.
Actually, I do have a question for him now. I got a question for him now. I'm gonna say, I'm assuming by helping you complete your task here, we will be duly compensated.
I suppose that depends on what you mean by duly.
Well,
You name your price and double it.
we are essentially. No, I don't say it in front of the party. Actually, I won't. He won't say what Loam is doing to the party. But he'll say, "By when we complete this, everything will change, and I want to make sure that we are remembered in the new order to come." Is what I say. That's what I say.
I mean, I kind of wanted a little bit in on the action, but you do you.
Your new empire.
Hey, I'm a Sith all the way. What are you
That's what
talking
I'm
about?
thinking. Yeah, I want to be remembered with this new order. Your new empire.
I'm pledging loyalty already.
I have no doubt that you will be remembered.
Then it shall be as you ask. Let's go kill a dragon.
God, finally for coming around, Jesus.
Oh,
We got the harder part ahead. We got to deal with the dragon.
I think that'll be worth it. Yeah.
So anyway, unless there's anything that else you need to tell us, we'll get to work on dealing with Ataxius.
Yeah, we'll go head over and we
Well,
owe him anyway.
Where is Ataxius?
Oh, he's on another plane, a swamp. We've actually been to his
Where
home
we got
before.
us from.
Oh yeah, that's. Isn't that where the? Didn't we lose characters to him?
No, we lost characters, and he happened to have them for convenient reasons.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember when you played with the deck of many things?
Yeah, Dern. Doesn't Dern work for him? Sorta.
No, Intervin does.
Intervent. Oh.
Intervin works for Ataxius. Although the party did lose several people to Ataxius, I don't believe anyone present was present for that.
Fairduel.
Fairduel has been our anchor.
Fairduel is the one that's been here the entire time.
Fairduel has a long memory.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
was a
yeah.
very
In that case, Faradul would in fact be aware of the fact that the party lost. I think half of its party at one point to Ataxius.
Yep.
Including the original lore bard.
Yeah.
Fairduel remembers the original party.
Yes,
Because I
but
think only the lore bard is the only one who died before we gained Fairduel. I don't remember who Fairduel's first character was, but I do know Fairduel is his second, but he's been here the
Urbis.
longest.
No,
Where did
Fairduel
Urbis die from?
Urbis was Under's first guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairduel has been Fairduel has been Fairduel.
I could have sworn we picked up the almond farmer once we made land in the normal area. You were on the boat crash, the very beginning of the campaign?
No, not at the very beginning. No.
Didn't join until later on.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was here for the very beginning.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So you met Intervin Rurik party,
Yeah.
Yes.
and you joined up with us then.
The priest and with the
Yeah.
father and then we swapped out for the gnomes.
Yeah. But from that point all the way up to the swap out, Fairduel's been here. So he wasn't there for the initial encounter with Ataxius, but he's been there for all of the other ones,
Correct.
including the Lake of Wishes power up moment.
I got a question. If we go and take out Ataxius, wouldn't we be going against Introvin and his institute?
That's why I said our current employers might have a problem with that, because technicality, we are an adventuring party for the Institute.
Yeah, I know.
But then by Necromonger rules, we take over the Institute.
Actually, though, knowing Introvin, he
fine.
probably wouldn't have a problem with it because with
Motion.
Ataxius out of the way, It gives him more area of control. You know. But then again, he may have a problem with Loam becoming a god.
No,
but he and
Intervin's
Loam are on
cool with
good
Loam.
terms. Yeah, Intervin
doesn't
and Loam are
Loam
on
have
good terms with each other.
Yeah,
If
isn't
he
there,
has
like,
to
a space
get
in
rid
the
of,
Institute for Loam to work?
Well, then he shouldn't be. Then if he's on good terms with Loam, then he shouldn't be have a problem with us killing the dragon.
I mean, there might be some problems, but
I mean, I don't want to make enemies.
He's only going to have a problem with it if it somehow blows back on him.
currently it won't.
Yeah, this is directly
Right.
from Loam.
So, like if we march in there waving like Institute banners and saying in the name of Intervin we're attacking him, he might have a problem with that.
No, we're Mercenary Party XYB.
Yeah, I just don't want to cause any conflicts that we can't explain. That would have to be rectified.
Oh, I can explain
Without
anything.
a simple hand wave
The
of, okay,
only person in this party that is genuinely like respectful and loyal to Intervin as a person would probably be Fairduel. Sinclair really didn't care for the guy; he just tolerated him.
Well, he's an elf like
He was-
me, and he's a mage, so we would know each other.
Ah, yes, all elves know each other.
Well, I mean,
Why? You're from the other side of the world.
eh,
You're from the other, the far side of the continent. You guys don't.
eh.
And you were kidnapped by gnomes a long time ago and held prisoner for not
Oh,
making
well, yeah,
pie.
yeah. Okay, well, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, forgot about how I entered the campaign. Never mind.
Yeah.
forgot
No,
I
you were
entered-
originally planning on bringing you at the Institute, but there was
Yeah,
no
most
actual
of the-
opportunity.
Yeah, most of my characters, I forget.
We just
sometimes
teleported
come
all the
in-
fuck over the
yeah.
place.
Like one guy came in out of a picture. Still. Anyway, so let's go kill a dragon.
So how do we get to the plane?
Hey, Lone, do you have kind of a teleport that can get us close to where this guy is? Like, put us in the general vicinity, and then we'll go in there and take care of it. So I say that.
Oh,
I don't
didn't Loam
say it
send
like
us-
that.
hold on.
I say it
Hold on.
respectful, like, but I couldn't think respectful at the moment.
Didn't
'Cause I'm
Loam send
high,
us there in the
so-
first place?
Who? What? Huh?
When we
No.
were
Loam gave us the information for the tuning forks. We puzzled our way with the tuning forks using Intervin's ability to teleport.
Don't we
okay.
have a teleporter built there though from the institute?
No.
Oh.
It's not a place that you really travel back and forth to.
At least most
You
people
don't really typically make a teleportation circle in the boss's living room. This makes for
Yeah.
awkward conversation.
But we know how to get there, so we just go back to the
I
institute.
don't know. It'd be like a stripper pole.
Go to the institute, pay Intervin to tuning fork us there. He can leave. We'll take care of it, taxes, then come back. It'd be great.
But if we involve Intervin, it would have blowback on Intervin. Whereas if Loam sends us there as individuals,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would
we gotta
ask
keep-
Loam-
We gotta
Everybody else
keep
has it
Intervin
too.
out of it as much as
Hey.
we can.
because we know the tuning fork.
Alternatively, if we have the more potent gate spell, we can bring Ataxis here. A little bit beyond my ability, but
I don't know the gate spell.
Everybody's head in the party turns and looks at Loam in unison.
Not summoning a potent dragon right next to a Tarask.
oh, not into this room, but to this plane outside of his lair.
Why not summon him into the alchemical reactor? That's gonna have some funky results.
We just fixed that.
I
You-
don't think it would be particularly dangerous. We've both walked away from it.
No, I don't think I'll move Itaxius to the reactor. Gods know what he'd do.
Probably
Likely
eat it.
some form of vandalism. Or, yes, eating it.
He does seem the type to consume an energy field larger than his head.
He certainly is. How do you think he got to be so big?
Vegetables.
No, pure cannibalism. And fish.
Well, fish is kind of like a vegetable. It's like the meat of vegetables. Or the vegetables of meat.
Does it count as does it count as vegetables if it was a humanoid under the effects of feeble mind?
I'd say so.
Oh, I know that spell. I can help with that. Where's Pete?
Well, if you're not going to bring Ataxius here, can you send us to Ataxius? After we have a nap?
Give me 1 second on all of that, because there is something I do need to be checking. So, Dern.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind on asking this, but I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. With the following modifications. A -5. Yep, just a -5.
Okay.
No particular reason.
All right. Is this charm, disease, or frighten?
It is not.
Is it magical in nature?
It is.
Okay. Hang on, I got one other thing I got to check. Is this possession?
No.
Is the... Okay. So at -5?
Mm-hmm.
23.
Alrighty. You're all good.
Okay.
No prying eyes.
What could he possibly mean by this?
If you're looking to slay him, it'll likely be quicker to simply walk.
I thought he was on a
I
different
can't.
plane.
Not currently.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
moved
thanks,
his
Mikey.
lair back to the swamp.
Oh.
Part of the reason for why this is such a pressing task.
Oh, that simplifies things greatly.
Why didn't you just say that to begin with?
We didn't get to it yet.
We asked you if you could use the gate spell. I would have figured it would have come up there. We were talking about teleporting to his plane. that entire conversation until we asked about the gate spell.
I didn't want to interfere with your thought process.
I mean, if the last month is anything to go by, there's not much thought and certainly no process.
Well, you see, it's why I always keep my mind in finest gnomish tradition of labyrinthine. Can't have too many unknown knowns.
But you got to think about the unknowns and the knowns, and the unknowns of the unknowns of the unknowns.
Exactly.
What about the known gnomes?
Let's see.
Well, that's just boring. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got stuff that you know, and you know that you know. But the true gnomish achievement is to achieve knowing lots of stuff, but not knowing that you know lots of stuff.
You know?
Gnome no knows?
Exactly. I mean, look at this place. Do you really think we could build such a place without the unknown knowns?
I mean, I could.
The rest of you can see Loam's eyes glaze over for a moment. I shan't keep you.
Alright, we're gonna buggy on out.
Kill him, bring his gizzard, his head, and his heart. The
What word
rest
to say, gizzard.
is yours.
Okie doke.
There was one other thing.
Hmm?
Did you piss off a bunch of elves? Because they're, like, attacking the city up above. Did you know about that?
Oh, yes. They took exception to my acquiring of a certain ritual dagger. It unfortunately led to a high casualty incident in their capital. They're rather irritated. Hey, Thomas.
If you go back up in the next, I don't know, few weeks, don't mind the smell. It certainly was not my fault. That would be very silly.
What did you do to my city?
I
Wait, that was
Well,
you?
break
He had
the
a whale of a
siege.
time.
I mean, it just smells bad. It's not on fire.
I'm here trying to negotiate a peaceful solution to this problem, and you're dropping whales on them?
Well, technically, no, whales are a creature. I was dropping whale carcasses, which are not creatures anymore.
You did drop that thing all over everything.
I did give them warning from like a half mile in the air. I don't think they heard, but that's not my problem.
Well, that's unfortunate. I rather like whales.
Oh no, they were never living whales. They were just whales that I created.
And
No,
then
no
cruelly
actual whales
snuffed out.
formed in the siege.
No, they were
Break up the siege.
never alive. They were created as a dead body.
Actually, how can it be a dead body if it was never alive?
raise a good point. A
Inanimate
remarkably...
body.
No, it wouldn't be a body if it was never alive. A...
So not only did you drop whale carcasses, you couldn't even get the real thing, and you had to drop like cheap knockoff artificial whale carcasses.
Oh no, they weren't cheap. They were free.
They're vegan whale carcasses.
Ugh. Tofu.
Whale
Vegan
meat
carcass.
imitation. There. We'll go with that. Kind of wonder how it would taste. Maybe I'll try with crabs first.
Right. Well, I suppose that's the diplomatic option. Shot.
Anyway, I guess we should get moving, and we'll deal with all this as we go.
Yeah.
No one had declared peace at the time. Like, they were the aggressors. I was entirely justified in defending the city that we were called to aid.
You unleashed a blubbery horror upon the unsuspecting populace of this town. Saying that you saved it is a bit of a stretch there. You could almost say it bounced like a dead cat.
I unleashed a blubbery horror upon the besieging army that was invading the town. The civilians had long since been evacuated, as far as I could tell.
So, do they
Oh,
know
that's okay,
that
then.
we're connected to you?
Oh no, I was like half a mile in the air. There's no way they could make out any distinguishing features.
So could
I
you
was
just
also...
create a head and be like, we killed the guy that dropped the whale on you, and there's diplomacy.
Oh,
If you can create a fake whale, why you should be able to create a fake head.
Tell you what we should do is we should go to the elves on our way out to the swamp and tell them that Loam also agrees that whales are awesome and shouldn't be mercilessly killed and dropped on cities. And that, whoever did that was obviously not under Loam's command. And that he proposes, say, a truce until we can find and bring to justice this wanton whale murderer. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think the elves would go for it?
You could just kill them all.
that does sound simpler.
But it's not like they're technically in the wrong, though. I mean, you did, by your own admission, steal their dagger and kill a bunch of them.
It wasn't even just a bunch of them. They have no royal bloodline left.
Well, that simplifies things.
Wait, what?
Ooh, do you want to fix that, or do you want to get rid of that?
I don't really have a strong concern one way or the other.
Wait, if you got rid of all of the royals, how are they going to hatch new elves?
What?
What?
Just
The elves. Without a queen, how do you hatch new elves?
remember,
One moment, Dern. One moment.
he probably hasn't
Dur-
had
Loam,
B's conversation because
Loam
he's a
is going to
paladin.
go through a bookshelf and pull out a book and hand it to Dern.
I
neat.
weaponized whale corpses to break a siege in this guy's cities, and Dern is going to be the reason he's crying in the corner by the end of the campaign.
You can't fix stupid. Oh my god.
The
do
the
know.
book that he hands you, Dern, is titled Birds, Bees, Flowers, and Trees.
He looks at this. Are you wait? Are you saying elves are made from seeds? I thought they were born from eggs.
Well, you see, Dern.
When a mommy.
And then Loam cracks open the book and says, "You should just read."
Okay.
I don't know if you need more copies, but I do have this, and I'll hand over the notes to the alchemy furnace that I have transcribed into the common tongue instead of the 6 different language that the gnomes put it in. I can make more copies if you need them for the next crew to come and take care of maintenance on this thing.
There should be enough copies. I
He
still need to
annihilated
awaken
a
more
royal
rats.
line of the elves.
Yes.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
If it helps Eldrin, they started it and refused to leave when I told them I was taking the dagger. They then proceeded to feed themselves into a meat grinder of a conflict, despite horrifying losses.
Yes, but
When,
the
when you think about it
dagger is
rationally,
a
Eldrin,
family is
they
a elven
laid
treasure.
siege. They laid siege to the city over a knife, and they lost, or at least they are losing.
No, he marched into the thing and took the dagger, and then they attacked.
Over a knife.
A,
A fancy knife is still a knife. Look, if we want to play diplomat, I can help with that. I am good at being people person-y. But I also don't have any moral qualms about wiping their empire off of the maps if that is what it comes to, because they have proven to be quite the bastards.
Dern points to the book he's reading. No, according to this, there's definitely 2 people involved in making them. I don't think you can call him a bastard.
oh God. Oh God, preserve me.
Oh no, Darren, that's the Wood Elves one. Here, I'll
Oh my God.
I'm gonna use my performance of creation to make a near identical copy, but have it be like high elves are asexually reproducing or something, and just hand that to Dern. This is the one about the bastard elves. It's a little bit more technically nuanced, but it is required reading for most part colleges.
So it's birds, bees, flowers, and trees, comma, and high elves.
And those
None of
9-year
whom
bastards.
reproduce like a mammal does.
What else do?
Eldrin is leaving this conversation. He is feeling dumber just by saying
I'm telling you, Eldred, you would really benefit from the idea of unknown knowns.
Oh God.
Dern puts the books
Frankly, how
away.
you deal with the elves is, as far as I'm considered, a moot point. Be it by diplomacy or violence, I don't care. They won't be a problem much longer.
Out of curiosity, well, I'm not sure if the others asked, but how did you end up in several parts of your alchemical furnace?
Hmm. It's normally safe to enter during it's a day-to-day functionality. We use it to create certain magical byproducts I need for my work. Unfortunately, I was inside it when the gnomes disappeared. He glares knowingly at you lot. And one of them had the, well, alchemical chambers open. 3 whole jugs of reagents were injected directly into the reactor. It destabilized, and it was rather unpleasant. Given the spread of my rats, I imagine they were trying to prevent me from dying. Hence the Tarrasque hose plugged into my back. Although it looks like it has cost most of them their lives, save for good little Thack over there.
Yeah, Thack also helped us find all the notes to make sure we weren't going to blow ourselves up trying to fix the reactor. I don't know if you're paying them, but if you are, I think he could use a pay raise. Or cheese.
Both Thack and Loam just kind of blankly stare at you.
Oh, Thack's in the room?
Yeah.
Hmm. 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 Is that my cue to see myself out?
Are there any supplies you think you'll need for slaying Ataxius?
Uh, let's see. Uh, magic. What kind of weapons do you have?
How many potions of acid resistance do you got?
Let me poke around. Well, he says poke around. He just kind of walks over to a shelf and pulls out 3. It looks like just 3.
May need to stop and get more.
The Institute might have more.
I mean, I could just buy some,
Oh, we can just buy them?
probably. Either from the institute or somebody. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, the institute's the other direction.
I mean, it's not like we're lacking. Well, okay, it's not like I'm lacking for funds either. So
I can also get us to the Institute and back. Like today.
Oh, well, there we go.
Well, I guess back would have to wait until
Because we've
tomorrow.
got Fair Duel just over here.
yeah, basically. It's a little less comfortable when
I
they're
might advise against going to the institute so we don't tip our hand with the effort we're going to be putting towards killing Ataxius.
And we're just looking to touch up our magical weaponry. Anything specifically geared towards Ataxius, we're going to do outside of the Institute. And I need to restock on scrolls, and the Institute's probably the best place to do that.
I mean, unless somebody has a better place to go to get supplies, that'd be it.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
All right, where are you guys headed?
So how many of us want to go to the Institute?
Well, I just thought that might be where we could buy additional supplies.
Yeah. But as long as we don't have like 12 people going, I can just teleport us there, long rest, and then teleport us back the next day.
I mean, we saw the people here, and that's not 12, so we got the time. Well, got the space.
1 plus 8 willing creatures. 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, we have few enough people that can teleport the entire party.
Okay. Do it, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Finger waggle, poof.
Indeed. You finger waggle, and as you teleport out, you just kind of hear Lone go, "Oh, my wards are breached," as you teleport out.
Whoops.
God damn it, Magnus.
All right. So what is our budget?
Ask the guy with the money.
That's the guy who keeps track of the money. Sinclair.
Yes.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, I know I have money, but like, how much?
How
Yes.
many 100,000?
The current spendable currency of the party is 500,000 just in currency. We have an additional 1 million in diamonds.
So we'll say that the current credit limit is 300,000. Fairduel
That's
doesn't
not including
retire.
what I have in the bag of holding.
Well, yeah, but we don't need to tell them that.
So are we going back to the institute first or no?
We're already at the institute.
We're already there.
All right, cool.
Gilbert, what kind of high-level spell scroll access are we looking at here?
Like high level spell scrolls that you can just buy.
Yeah.
Nothing higher than third.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, shit.
But do they have potions of acid resistance we could buy?
Yes. If memory serves, that is a low enough rarity that it is buyable. I think it's what? Uncommon?
Potions of resistance
Uncommon, yeah.
are uncommon, 300 gold apiece.
Yeah, so those are buyable.
Well, how many do they have in stock?
Probably no more than 10.
Okay, we buy 10. Next city.
Well, it's not like we need that many. I mean, if we're fighting Ataxias for more than an hour, I think we're a bit hosed.
Yeah, at that point, he just wins based on attrition.
Yeah.
The problem becomes if he gets away.
Well, if he gets away, we can always get more.
Yeah, but getting more requires more time that we don't want Ataxius having if he gets away.
Okay, fair point.
Hence my question, how many? So we can get as many as possible in case he does get away and we can continually chase him and be on his heels.
Ah, yes. So we do the usual, the ye old ancient humans tactic of just run him down until he dies.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Like
Sounds like a
half
good
our
plan.
party is human. How many lightning bolt and fireball scrolls can I get?
Three and three.
Price tag?
I think they cost what, 1,000 gold to produce?
500.
500. Okay, so it would be 1,000 gold to buy then.
Okay. 6,000 gold. Current party funds still over 500,000.
Would any other third level scrolls be of use?
Revivify if there's any clerics making scrolls here. Or actually it's a pretty common spell
Yes,
now.
the Shrine Isle would have access to Revivify scrolls.
And Mister's character,
Huh?
Mister's old character still works for the Institute technically. He set up the church down in the pavilion.
Yeah, Father Varric.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Father Varric runs the church here.
Alright.
He is in an uneasy alliance with Introven for the souls of two children.
Dispel magic. And prayer of healing. What other scrolls do we need?
So, what about oils of sharpness? Gilbert?
Yep, 1 second. Oil of Sharpness is very rare.
Mm-hmm.
So my
Roll investigation.
my warlock character did have he made scrolls. Would he be approachable to buy from? Because I
Fuck it,
have
sure, why not?
so he has 25 scrolls of shield, 5 scrolls of mirror image, 10 scrolls of fly, 2 scrolls of remove curse, 5 scrolls of darkness, 3 scrolls of counterspell, 3 scrolls of dispel magic.
Counterspell doesn't exist in this game.
Oh,
You may convert those into 3 other third level spells.
okay. Is dispel magic third level?
Yes.
The other
we'll
counter
just-
spell.
Yeah, just the it's yeah. So instead 3, it's 6 spells of
Yeah.
dispel,
Dispel
magic.
magic is fun and good. Counterspell is lame and gets rid of all the fun shit.
Mhm.
So Underdark and I found when we had a mighty wizard battle that turned into, wizards
Counterspell.
just waggling their fingers at each other and neither one of them getting to do shit.
Mhm. And then 5 scrolls of Misty Step, 4 scrolls of Shadow Blade, and 4 scrolls of Elemental Weapon. Don't know if any of those would interest anybody.
How many scrolls of shield did you say?
25.
I mean, I can use those.
How long are we going to be in town? Or at the Institute? Rather?
A day, I think.
I mean, we
How
can
long
leave
is it?
by mundane means whenever, but if we want to teleport back to Lone, we're going to need to wait until tomorrow.
No, we don't want to teleport back to Loam. We want to teleport to the swamp with the dragon.
How far is the swamp from Loam's place?
Let's see. About 264 miles.
That's like a week and change trip.
11 days.
How long is a week? 10 days?
Yes.
It's a week and a day. I think it's better using Loam's teleportation circle than uh, gambling with actually getting to the swamp on a teleportation fuck up.
I mean, you could always teleport close, like Morton.
I don't have a teleportation circle for Morton though. I've only got 3 circles. Akader Lab, Podunku, and Intervince Tower. Anya has not been around for long.
I mean, if you're at the... Wait, what were the ones you had?
The Akader Lab, which I'm pretty sure is where we were just with Loam, Podunku, and Intervince Tower.
Which is where we are now, the Institute.
Like, Anya came in shortly before we left Podunku. Up until then, it was Mittens doing everything. That was weird. All the lights in the basement just went out.
Well, don't go in the basement.
That's where my computer is.
Oh.
Don't worry, if it's zombies, I'll just punch him in the face.
Ah, good man.
Gilbert,
Yeah?
I got a timeline question for you. How long have we been How long have I been traveling with the Eldrin been traveling with the party? I joined at the Great Known Cataclysm. How long has that been? How long ago was that?
I think about 4 months now.
Okay.
Sorry about my silence here. I'm having to fix some issues with the map. Like the size of a whole bunch of text and whatnot is way off.
Wouldn't be a map if it didn't have issues.
Under Dern's spare body is ready. If you die
Ah,
anytime,
good.
it's been 120 days. If you die, you will will be brought back in the little box that we carry in the cart.
Cool.
Hey, you have the clone spell?
Yeah. And as soon as I met the party, I started making a clone of Dern.
Hey, didn't clone everybody?
You can't clone more than one at a time. You can only clone one at a time.
Hey, Cam. There's nothing that stops you from going full Palpatine with the wording of that spell.
That's
Oh, really?
simulacrum.
Oh, well, then I'd have made a clone for each of the players at this one every day till I got us all in boxes. So we're carrying around like 5 coffins in the back of it. And a
We should
little
really
half-
probably leave that at the Institute.
We may
What,
need
you
the
don't
bodies
you don't
if
want to
they
bring it with you?
if we get killed.
Well, if something kills us all, say like I don't know, traveling, and all of our stuff gets blown up, our clones would get blown up.
Yeah, we can leave them here. You're right. That's
Look,
good.
look, it's following good IT/clone body, protocol.
Yes. We'll leave our clones at the Institute with ties to the guy we're off to kill.
We don't. He doesn't know that. It'd be fine.
We're helping fight a war that the elves started.
I don't think that's right.
No, that's right.
I don't
We're
think
fight.
the elves started the war.
They started the
I
fighting.
think Lone started the fight, and yeah.
Lone picked up a knife, and they decided to be made by Bethesda. So they all have to be put to the torch because they're all trying to murder this guy, and they're starting a war over a knife.
I mean,
But until the party says we want to do diplomacy, that's the story I'm going with.
I'm thinking that's kind of an oversimplification. Real oversimplification. Lean towards Lone. I think he marched into their thing, killed their royal family, took the dagger, and left because that's what he said he did.
It's unfortunate that there was so much collateral damage, but he had to protect himself while he removed himself from the situation to not escalate the conflict over a knife.
Yeah, I think.
As a courtesy to the court of arcane super beings, I'm using layman terms to make sure everything is properly understood. That's the only simplification there is.
Wrong. I don't believe that. I don't believe Lone is right with that. I don't.
Why? Because they're elves?
Yeah.
Because they're elves, they can do no wrong?
Well, I'm an elf.
Local awakened flesh golem murders elven royal family, triggering major diplomatic incident. Hey guys, we trust him with godhood.
I mean, yeah. I mean, y'all keep. This party is just strange, man.
Out of character, I'm entirely ready to do a fucking funny a second time, except with the power of violence this time instead of the power of friendship. If we decide Loam is doing some super weird sketchy shit, I am fine with just stealing his ritual and waking up to Tarask in the middle of it so he has to deal with that instead of us.
I mean, he is
But that's the plan
definitely
B.
doing some nefarious. I mean, he's already done some nefarious stuff. That's why I posted the "Are we the baddies?" and y'all all are like, "No, we're not. No, yes,
It's
we
only a
are."
little bit of regicide.
Fucking first time you meet him, he abducted a bunch of novice paladins and clerics.
I mean, yeah, we're on the wrong side here. We've done genocided the gnomes. I haven't fought. Come
I
on,
don't know what you
y'all,
mean,
man.
Eldrin.
Look,
I'm off to your right.
I might have to bring in an evil character if this is the way we're gonna go. Or just ship
Don't be
Eldrin
spineless,
to
mister.
Evilton.
See it all the way through with Eldrin.
Oh, he is Eldrin. Eldrin believes in power, and might makes right. He's an elf, so
Isn't that one of the, was it a personality trait that is described as being evil?
well, yeah. But
And you're saying you might have to bring in an evil character? My guy, you're already in one.
yeah, I'm now Eldrin's. Well, yeah. he's he believes in being. Probably he believes in being. I don't know what it's called.
You know, fuck it. Keep Eldrin. We're gonna have history rhyme. It's gonna be funny. Don't worry about what I mean by that.
I mean, we're gonna. I mean, I accept the fact that we're on the bad path. I just want to make sure it's clearly known to everyone.
Oh, it can't be that bad. It's not like he genocided the elves. I mean, that's what the book said, right? They're not. They don't need a queen to hatch the eggs.
No, we genocided the gnomes. We haven't
Nah,
got to
there's
the
way for me
elves
Inventor
yet.
Scappeldunk. It'll be fine.
We haven't got to the when
I-
when we haven't got to the we
Look,
haven't
they're
got to
not
the gnomes
they're
yet.
not genocided, they're pulling a hilarious prank on Dern. They're all in Vinter Scappeldunk, and when Dern
They're
gets to
eating
Vinter
hard cobbler.
Scappeldunk, they're all gonna laugh they're all gonna laugh over it with a piece of cobbler. Or
That's
What
true.
the?
baker's worth of cobbler.
Yeah, the lore bard just took the gnome's shiny metal pie tin out to the
Wow.
desert and said, okay, Dern, you's gonna stay out there and let us
Can't
know if
believe
the ritual works.
I can't believe that
Ooh, actually, if we want to get close to ataxia, this probably isn't a plan I should be going over in Interven's shop. Out of character though. If we want to get close to Ataxius, we can present him with Dern under the guise of the last remaining gnome on the material plane. Like, offer him up as a sacrifice, and once Dern is in stabbing in the teeth range, we all just start murdering him.
Or you could just hit him with the orbital strike at the start.
Well, obviously, but I need a distraction. He's a big target, but it doesn't mean much if he just moves out of the way.
Yeah, I can distract the big evil dragon.
I'm calling in the sun, so don't get too close to me.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be back.
But we are taking a long rest at Interven's place, right?
Oh yes.
Unless we want to walk out, yeah.
I don't feel like walking.
Well, it's also that, like, after all the events in the reactor, I'm kind of low on things like spell slots.
Yeah.
I guess that might be a little bit important.
I'm back.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We already went through what kind of scrolls and stuff they have here, and everybody's got armored up and stuff, right? So what is this dragon's weakness? It's an acid dragon, right?
Violence.
So
Black.
baking
Well-
soda.
It's an acid.
Well-
It's a black dragon, though. It's an acid dragon.
So, yes, Itaxius the Defiler is a black dragon who, the last time you guys were in his lair, saw that he is cannibalistic and was eating the flesh of a gold dragon inside of a ritual
Wait.
circle, uncomfortably similar to shit used by with high level necromancy.
Yeah, is this the dragon that what's his name made the deal with to bring in magical items and then reneged on the deal? And is this the dragon that what's his name did that with?
Oh no, that was Volsung.
Okay. He's already dead.
Yeah, Anya actually
Yeah,
I think
we've
still
already-
has a skull or something.
Yeah, we've already killed him. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's how we got the
Shit.
deck of many things, and that's
Oh
how
yeah, that's, yeah. We
Yeah.
got into this mess. Yeah.
Yeah. Itaxius the Defiler has been going full Gilbert and absorbing the souls of the dragons he eats.
Ooh.
Or, if you're partial to Crusader Kings 2, he's doing the AGR playthrough.
Ooh. Okay, let's go and put this dragon down, but I claim dibs on his dragon soul.
That is not how it works.
I call dibs.
how about we actually kill Ataxius before we get delusions of grandeur, okay?
No.
No, please get the delusions first. Let me crush them.
You can't crush them because I'll just consider that part of the unknown knowns.
Fucking gnomes.
The gnomish philosophy of the unknown knowns prevents cognitive dissonance. We are immune.
Brain too smooth, they just slide right off. Anyway, is there anything else we would like to buy before we, hi-ho off into the swamps?
No, I'm good. We can just take our long rest and then hi ho, hi ho.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Dern would know that song.
Yes, he would
Alright,
know
let's
those
see.
songs.
Isn't that a dwarven song?
Alright, so you guys are
Alright,
walking
it is a dwarven
from Ursargosh. Alright. Hi ho, it's off to the swamps we go. Do, 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 do. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Alright. And you guys are just walking, yeah?
Well, singing.
Right, but you guys are walking from the Institute to the. Yeah, hold on. I just want to make sure I am understanding your guys' plans correctly.
We are not teleporting, right? because I don't have the means to teleport to the dagger reliably.
Ah,
This is what you guys are doing? Following that red line?
Looks good to me.
Yep.
All right. Give me a second while I consult my tables. For random encounters, definitely not for anything else.
No, definitely not for anything else. That'd be silly.
All right, let's see. Pack of wolves, party dispatches, pack of bandits. Bandits, party dispatches.
No, they
Pack
travel
of
in
bandits.
packs.
I thought they traveled in herds.
they do travel in herds.
That's only the
Oh, no,
herbivorous ones.
No, that's merchants, yeah. Politicians too, I guess.
Oh, we go out of our
Random
way to do those.
random encounter with a series of bored children riding on pigs. Party
Did just pigs.
dispatches.
No, we leave the kids take the pigs.
You're stealing their pigs.
Yeah, I
Bacon.
want some bacon, damn it.
Damn.
What? They're not using them. Well,
Look, I
they are,
compensate
but
them
not
by giving
right.
them almonds. It's fine.
The
Equivalent
children do not
exchange.
wish to have their racing pigs taken for bacon. All right.
I mean, I can understand that, but bacon.
No, look.
Yes. So the
What I'm
wizard
doing
fireballs the pigs. Children.
is what I'm doing is I'm engendering them to become adventurers when they grow up. See, they had a traumatic experience. They had their pigs taken away for bacon, and now they get to go change the world in 20 years or so. It's fine.
Fucking cue a one shot now. Fucking Ferradoodle's on his farm when this group of adventurers shows up.
We tracked you down, old man. It's like, I've been waiting for this day for 20 years.
Too bad the arthritis is kicking in.
No. See, but we've established this. When you put on all the magic items, it gets all buff and like. But then when it takes it off, then the arthritis, then it just kind of all deflates. It's fine.
Fucking Clark Kent, the fucking farmer over here.
Well, it's better than just
His
hair glasses.
muscles only get big when he tears his shirt off. All right. So, you guys travel for several days. Let me see how many days. So, about 8 days of walking as you travel through the lands, passing by the ruins of the town of Ashal, and into the hills towards Morton. You rest for the night and proceed there the next day, your final stop before heading into the swamps. What's your guys' marching order?
Oh, fair enough.
Actually,
Front.
Who cares? It's a fucking open road. Marching order doesn't mean much here.
Fine, be a tease. See how I feel.
So, I need everyone to give me a perception check.
Oh boy, something of a specialty of mine. I see everything all the time, as everyone knows.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
shit.
still remembering that bacon that we made. Good bacon.
Perception check? Did you say?
Yeah, perception.
Oh, this is weird. It feels way too wrong for me to have the highest perception in the party.
Eldrin's got some special eyes.
Well, indeed. So, you guys can smell smoke.
Damn right, I'm smelling smoke from all that bacon we made. It's damn good.
No, this isn't tasty bacon smoke. This is the smoke of burning settlements.
No, I think
A
with
smoke that
three,
you've probably at this point become uncomfortably familiar with.
well, see, that's why
Well,
I
I
cooked.
suppose not you. I suppose this would be more Anya, Fea, and Eldrin, who clearly smell the smell of burning settlements.
Hmm. But it smells like fire smoke, not acid burnt the settlement.
Looks like Ruffles died.
That's disappointing.
Oh well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Anya, it smells a bit acidic. Acrid, one might say.
Hmm.
Acrid smoke.
Well, I think we're getting close. Yeah, at least we found his trail, if nothing else. Which direction is it coming from? Its smell, it would have to be coming from upwind. Um, what settlement would be upwind of us right now, with where we are and which way the wind's blowing?
Or Morton.
Hmm. Were they a big settlement or just some village on the way to bigger places?
Morton was a pretty big city, a population of 36,000.
Ooh, that's pretty big. All right, well, might as well go check for survivors, but I don't think we're gonna find many. Any objections?
I'm sorry, I looked away for a second. What?
There is a very acidic smell coming from Morton, which means it's probably recently been destroyed by Atraxia, so I want to go check for survivors.
Sounds good to me. Morton. Okay, so we're all the way down there. Gotcha.
Indeed. You guys crest a hill, go down to another. When you see running over the top of a hill is a dwarf who begins barreling down the hill. Run! Run for your lives! Ah, the end times are upon us!
Helgen's been destroyed by a
Ah!
dragon.
Demons? Where?
Stops in front of you. A great black worm has burned the city! Her Morton's gone, run! Turn back, run, fools! As he keeps running past you.
Thanks,
I'm not familiar with
bye!
that last part. So we found the trail. Hey, how long ago was that dragon here? I'll go catch up. I'll.
The end is nigh!
I'll chase him down my griffin and just ask how long it's been since the dragon was there.
Ah, he's struck in the night. Ah, as he Doppler effects down the road.
And he's gone now? Why are you still running? Someone else's problem, I guess.
He must have been afflicted by terror.
Shouldn't last that long. Alright, but it was recent. So we're in the right area. Silver
I would say
lining.
so. Mhm.
Well, we should go investigate the town to see if we can find clues as to a taxi's current location.
Indeed.
Well, you lot crest the hill. Ahead of you, you can see what was once the city of Morton. Its beehive-shaped buildings smashed to rubble and burning. The rusty red riverbanks now running with blood and bile. The air itself is smoky and smells of sulfur and acids. And you can see circling the settlement a colossal black worm.
I think we found him.
Holy shit, it's Alduin.
Now, we might all want to drink one of those potions of acid resistance.
Indeed. I drink
Indubitably.
mine.
Yeah.
Chug chug.
All right, you guys heading out? Or I should say heading into the city?
Yeah. How high up is a taxi?
He looks like he's flying about maybe 200 feet up in the air.
So, anyone know Earthbind?
You're asking now?
Yep.
No.
Any large lakes? If we can get them in one, I can freeze it.
And I have scrolls of it.
I could attempt a gnomish tactic called reverse psychology.
Well, I mean, it worked before.
Okay. You guys stay here. And I start flying up towards Taxius. Just look straight towards him.
All right. Yeah. He sees you and changes his course for an intercept.
Mm-hmm. When I get like within like good yelling range, I've got stuff I'm going to yell at him.
Okay. What are you going to yell at him as he begins, flying to you?
You pansy! You're so damned weak that there's no way you could take us on the ground. Weakling! And then I dive. I don't know if you want me to make a charisma check of some kind for that, like a persuasion.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me that roll.
Persuasion!
Hey, Gilbert, are ancient black dragons particularly known for their fragile egos?
No. But Ataxia says.
And I just called him out.
He's also a sadistic monster who cheats in every fight, so. Guess what, motherfuckers? Roll initiative! Yay!
Yay!
Unrelated. How far does an object fall in one round?
300 feet.
Yeah. 300 feet. And I also got rid of the cap for fall damage.
Oh boy. And how big is the breath weapon of an ancient dragon, typically?
Big. All right. Anya.
Range?
Uh, Probably about 300 feet. Yeah. Yeah. By this about, yeah. Yeah, 300 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of my scrolls of Expeditious Retreat. And because I'm on my Pegasus, it will also get the scroll because it's spell targeting only me. So I'm gonna find somewhere to break line of sight and try and just be unnoticed as I fly up into the air. I'm not gonna have anything to conceal me, but I want him to have other things he's concentrating on.
Okay.
And for my action, I really don't have a lot to do except for, I don't know. Will I have to make like a stealth check to avoid attention or something? Or is there
Yeah.
enough to? All right. Would that be me or technically my mount doing that?
Whichever one you want to do it.
All right, wonderful, because mine's much better. 21. Which probably isn't going to be beating a dragon's passive perception, but it's a
It
decent
doesn't.
shot. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need to be hidden, I just need to be not a big issue for a while. And that's my turn.
All right. Faradul.
I start blowing on the eagle whistle and flying up towards Ataxius.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that'd be 80 feet closer.
All right. Eldrin. Mister.
Oh, sorry. Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
How far is the dragon?
200. Or 300, I'm sorry, 300 feet.
300 feet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How far would it take him to get to us? What's his movement speed? How far? He's 100 and he's how far? 300 feet.
300 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast. Wait, do I have a fire protection spell? Fire. I'm gonna step out of the way. Is there a place I can hide, or not hide, but just be out of the way of him first dive? I don't want to be the one standing in the middle. I want to move out of the way.
I suppose there's some cedar trees.
Yeah, let me go see if I can make myself scarce over that way.
Give me a stealth check.
Do. Oh shit.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Very extremely cool. Thea.
All right. I drink one of my potions of heroism, get big, and then get directly under the dragon, waving my sword around. Get down here! Let me hit you!
He's 300 feet away.
I mean, he's still yelling it.
Fair enough.
It's only a football field. You can hear from there if you yell really loud.
Yeah.
Or if your opponent's just really perceptive.
No, that'd be silly. Ancient dragons aren't perceptive at all. Basically blind.
And deaf.
Deaf, dumb, blind kid, but they sure play a mean paintball.
All right, anything else, Thea?
It's not. Is it an action to drink a potion? I forget.
Yes.
Then no.
All right. Ataxius. Well, actually, let's see. At the end of your turn, legendary action, beats his wings, gets a little further, dash action, covering 200 feet. Putting about 100 feet away. Actually, Faradul, how far forward did you go?
I moved 80, so he is 20 feet away from me.
Indeed. He's 20 feet away from you. You guys are just a bit off the ground. Dern? I do believe he would be catching up into melee with you with that dash.
Then I get an attack of opportunity against him.
Indeed, I believe you do, as you, I assume, try to boop his snoot with your stick.
I do, in fact, boop the snoot.
Boop the snoot.
Does a 20 hit him?
No.
Okay. Then I did not boop the snoot.
Indeed. You can see, though, that his flesh is just rippling with this necrotic energy.
Oh, that can't be good for him.
Sure.
I yell back, you look a little hurt. I can heal you a bit so we can have a fair fight.
Okay, Goku. Here, Frieza, have some of my energy. All right. All right. That's Dern. Actually, that's Dern. Which means
It is Dern.
he's gonna beat his wings. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's only like a DC 37.
No, that fails.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're on your mount, aren't you?
Yeah, that was the +6 roll.
Ah, gotcha. They also failed and take 16.
Yep.
And the two of you are knocked prone
Okay.
as he kind of zips past. It flies past you.
So he's beneath
And-
me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He zooms underneath you and right up towards Faradul. Big old mouth wide open. Wait, whose turn is it now?
Mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. He can't do that then because he can't legendary action at the end of his own turn. So yeah, no.
He does not beat his wings?
Yeah, no. I did what you do occasionally. It's like, oh yes, reactions. That's, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Darren,
yeah.
it's your turn. Yeah,
So-
so he's right in melee with you. You just failed to bonk his snoot.
Okay, so he did not beat his wings. We are not
Right, he has
prone.
not beat. Right.
Okay. That matters because when flying animals are prone, they fall.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, he's in melee with me. So, I'm gonna beat him like an old drum. 23 crit and 18. Does a 23 hit him?
23 and crit both hit.
Okay. Oh, good. That was my next question. Well, I was going to go with fiend. I was going to ask if he was a fiend, but yeah.
No, Draco Lich.
Very cool.
He's a fiend, but he's not a fiend creature type. More scoundrel.
No, he's absolutely a fiend. But no, he's undead.
Okay, so for the normal hit, 49 points of bludgeoning and radiant. And for the crit, 79 points of bludgeoning and radiant.
Only like 130 damage.
Damn, that's some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage. All right, anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to use my mount to just move like directly behind him.
Okay.
Like never leaving his zone of control, but just flying around to be directly behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wants to turn and face me like a dragon, he'll have to not acid breath the whole party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I've got empty sky behind me. And that's
Of
it.
course.
And he can't take the sky from you.
Yes, he can. Legendary action wing attack. Dex save.
Gosh, just
As
gotta
he
float
gives-
like a leaf on the wind here.
Fail.
Uh,
Fail.
But that's okay, since it's not on my turn, I actually don't fall yet.
$16 points of bludgeoning as you and your mount are knocked prone.
We've been here before.
As you know, gives you a taste of his back blast and flies right up into melee with Faradul.
So he can wing and move? I'm just
Moving
check.
is part of the wing.
Right, that's what I meant. Okay. He's leaving my zone of control then.
Mm-hmm.
attack.
I take my attack of opportunity. Nuts.
Miss.
Here's what we're going to need to do to Ataxius. We need to deploy Mr. T.
I pay
All
the
right.
fool.
We're hitting him with a Mohawk grenade? That's just going to
Hell
make him
yeah.
stronger.
All right, so that's his bit.
Mhm.
At the end of your turn. Fucks out a niche. Anya.
I'm going to remain not a problem as far as Ataxius is concerned, haha, and I'm just going to fly high and try and start getting over him.
Okay.
Who's he trying to eat right now?
Faradul.
Alright. Yeah, Faradul's a big guy, he can take it. So Pegasus, 90 foot movement, 2 dashes, so 270 feet. And where would that put me? 270 feet up. How far, like, laterally am I from him?
I think about 140 at this point.
Okay. Um. I'll save that for after. Alright, that'll be my turn then. I'll let the big beefy guys pull all the aggro.
All right.
Attack. I'm gonna boop the snoot.
Hold up now.
Oh.
Don't be getting your ass too excited.
Oh, I'm excited.
At the end of Anya's turn, he's going to do one of them their legendary actions. He's gonna
Oh boy.
whip yo ass with his tail.
He can try. Okay, he does. But then that sparks my trap card. Retaliation. I get to hit him.
That's nice. 21 points of bludgeoning.
Roger.
You activated my Alucard.
Does that hit?
That does not.
Ow. Oh well. Anyway, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try that again. Oh, that's 2 hits at least.
2 hits.
Come on, dice. Today is not the day to be, shortchanging me. And then I'm going to try to intimidate presence Ataxias.
He's gonna
He has-
scare the dragon, bitch.
Yes. He has to do. Oh, what's that damn check again?
Ataxius is immune to the frightened condition.
Oh.
The ancient Dracolich.
Hey,
The
look.
ancient cannibal dragon.
Look. If he was vulnerable, it would have been hilarious. And then I'll do what Under did. Oh no, wait. Nah, just stay put. It's fine. Bring it, bitch. End of turn.
Mm-hmm. Eldrin.
Oh shit. See, I know what I want to do, but I don't want to do it.
Sounds like it's not what you want to do then.
All right. I need a I'm gonna need a deck save.
Sorry, what?
Dexterity save. I'm blasting it. With a thin green ray. Don't on ray. That is a fail. Okay, so on a failed save, the Tajic takes. Okay, he only takes. So how much does he take on a successful? 40 plus 10d6 plus 3d6 per level. Okay.
And out of success, he takes nothing. So it's a good thing he failed.
But to legendary resistance or not? No, I'm not that much of a dick.
Are you sure about that?
It's just funnier this way.
You sure about
Mhm.
that?
Ooh.
Not legendary resistance.
Yeah, I'm
Good
sure.
God!
That is a pretty spicy roll.
88 points of force damage.
No, that's like 2 demons now, though.
Well, they'd have to be consecutive 6s, not
Yeah, okay.
just there. So it's only
okay,
one.
So 1, maybe 1.5.
And with how we've been rolling, it's either going to be like a Lemure or the Demogorgon, and maybe Lolth, and like nothing in between.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably not Lolth.
What was it? Why did he say that?
Because Lolth has a lot of cave crabs. That's like her whole gimmick.
Somebody hitting a bomb?
Oh, I guess she would have both kinds of cave crabs. They're both sort of her gimmick.
Anything else? Eldrin.
No.
All right, Fea.
All right, how far is he from me?
Uh, you ran forward how much?
To get directly under him.
Yeah, but how far forward did you run?
30 feet, as far as I can.
Okay, that puts him.
Do I have to run further to get directly under him?
Yeah, directly under would be 50 feet.
Okay. So 50 feet remaining?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll run forward 30 feet. How far is he from me now?
All right, so you run forward 30 feet. He's 30 feet up.
Oh.
Yeah, the battle's still in the air.
Yeah, but that's a lot closer to the ground than I thought.
Ah.
All right.
He's Skyrim dragon strafing your ass right now.
Darn. You have a way to not fall and attack him next turn?
Nope.
Oh. As in, you don't have a way to not fall, or you don't have a way to attack him next turn?
I don't have a way to not fall.
But you're still going to be able to attack?
Presumably, as long as my mount doesn't die or he's on the ground.
Okay. So I activate my hill rune, and then I prepare to cast Sleet Storm at the end of the dragon's turn.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay. Ataxius. All right. Surrounded by foes. Yeah. Yeah, we'll use ruining presence. So I need I guess all of you except for actually hold on, what's the duration of that? 1 second. Oh yeah, okay. So I need everyone except Fea. I mean Anya. Everyone except Anya to give me a charisma saving throw.
What's the effect for?
What do you mean?
Is it like for fear or something?
Nope. Well, there is a fear element, but you're immune to that part.
Well, yeah, that's.
Is
what
this charm?
It is not charm.
Is it magic?
Yes. It is a magical aura.
Charisma. Let's see. Oh, fun. Actually, how far is your aura there, Dern?
10 feet still.
Ah,
Yeah, he's not in range. Mister, I do need the save from you as well.
What kind of save?
Charisma.
Not easy. Oh, God. Am I in Dern's aura?
no.
No.
Damn.
the party has traded the ability to stack auras for not all being in a space that he can just breath weapon.
Which probably is smart. Probably.
All right, yeah. Let's see here. Fea. Does Fea pass? Holy shit. Fea
And
passes a mental save. Wow, what the fuck?
so here goes
Yeah, damn. Actually putting in the work. All right. Fea passes Aura Ruination. Dern passes. Faradul fails. Eldrin fails. So, those of you that fail are frightened and under the effects of the spell Bane. You guys know what Bane does?
Nope.
anti-bless.
Minus
Yes.
4 to all your rolls.
Minus D4.
That's
Minus
a
D4.
D4.
Minus a D4. Sorry, misspoke.
Yes. So, Bane is attack rolls and saving throws are going to be subtracting a d4.
Okay.
All right. Eldrin, you are frightened. Faradul, you're frightened, except you're incapable of experiencing the sensation of fear. You're just too angry. All right. So, what will he do? What will he do? Well, okay, so that covers starts turn. Breath weapon. Faradul, I need a dexterity saving throw from you. As burning
Okay.
acid is expelled from his mouth. This horrible white-green alchemic fire.
Yeah, something like that.
That fails.
Yeah. Thank you, D4. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That is 110 points of acid and fire damage. The d8s at the end there of the fire.
Woo! All right. Well, good thing we got those potions.
All right.
Who was hit by that? Good God.
You can feel, Faradul, that the acid is just eating into your flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, clinging to you. Out of curiosity, is your armor class derived from wearing any metal armor? Or I should say armor at all?
No, not from armor.
Okay. Good to know. Otherwise, this
Yeah,
minus
be gone.
1 on that. You not gone, just a -1. Stacking. All right. That is Itaxius's turn. Faye, I believe you were doing some shit.
Yes. I'd like to cast Sleet Storm to blind Ataxius. So I would like to cover up his head and hopefully not any other party members.
Okay. Yeah, it's possible to put the space so that Faradul's just outside of it.
All right, because it's a 40-foot radius, 20-foot high cylinder. And I'd like it to be as centered onto the head as possible without hitting party members. And yeah, he needs to make. Wait, does he need to make a con save now?
I thought it was at the start of his turn. I could be mistaken.
Yeah, it looks like the start of his turn. Oh, when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it makes a Dex saving throw.
All right.
And this doesn't cover him up completely, does it? Like, there's still exposed parts.
A 40-foot radius?
Yes.
It more or less gets the core of him, but there, since you're centering it on the head, there was a bit of his like tail and some of his wingspan that sticks out, but that does actually a fairly good job at containing like the center mass.
Because I want us to be able to hit him at advantage.
I gotcha.
Because he's fine. All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
So DC 17 Dex save versus prone.
Oh, is that during the casting of the spell?
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's prone now.
Indeed. He is prone. As he flies into cold weather turbulence. Or rather, the cold weather turbulence flies into him.
Potato, tomato.
All right.
It's sleeted.
He just got bodied by a cold front.
Ice to see you. All right.
You sure you don't want to use a legendary save?
Whose team are you on?
We have more powerful spells than go prone.
Yeah, but I need you to hit him because that Butterfly hurts.
Honestly, this is actually a pretty good thing to happen to him, especially because we've got Dern going next.
Dern.
Okay. I believe I'm about to fall 300 feet right through the sleet storm.
No, you were much lower before that.
Yeah, you're lower than that.
I flew around to be at his back when he beat his wings, so I should be prone, like starting my turn prone in the air, like right behind him, I thought.
Yeah, but I only made it 80 feet, and he was only 20 feet away from me.
Right, yeah. I'm not falling 300 feet to the ground, but what I mean, though, is I'm, like, above him and falling.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see.
Can I aim at all to try to land on the body of Ataxius and, like, try to grab on?
Give me acrobatics.
Hell yeah.
Return
Acrobatic.
of the Londard.
Acrobatics.
So, you guys can't see this as he falls into the sleet storm. But actually, he fell into the sleet storm. Does that require a save from him?
Yeah, it should.
He's already prone.
That's true. Yeah, there's no damage and your ass is already prone.
Yes, that's why I'm falling.
Indeed. So, Dern falls, trying to control his descent into the sleet storm. He hits Ataxius' back and proceeds to... What's that game with the metal switches that knock the ball around?
Pinball?
Planko?
Pinball, yes. As he proceeds to pinball down Ataxius' back spines and osteoderms, eventually rolling off the table, rolling off the tail, and falling to the ground.
Rolling off the table and losing the...
Now, question, Gilbert. Even though I failed to grab on, did that arrest my fall enough to not take the full fall damage?
It did.
Very good.
You take 8.
So does my bird, because he was with me.
Just squawking as the bird bounces around.
Like, the whole time, he must attach probably thinks we're mocking him, because he's just hearing bark, 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 bark.
Yeah, as he feels like something hitting every single osteoderm on his back.
Yeah.
That's a fancy big word. I like it.
All right.
It's the like the bony protrusion.
So that was just the start of my turn. I'm now on the ground, prone.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my bird stand up, taking half my movement speed. I mount the bird using the other half of my movement speed.
Uh-huh.
I
see his tail?
How high up is his tail?
15 feet, given that he's holding position.
Okay, well, bird has half
down.
of his bird has half his speed, so he still has 30 feet. So we're gonna fly up to that tail, and we're gonna beat that tail. We're gonna beat it good. So, miss, hit.
Crit and a hit.
And sorry, Faye, what were you saying?
Advantage.
Oh, that's right.
This is true.
Yep. Let me roll those again. So still a miss and then crit hit. So this is the crit. I get to re-roll that 1 on the 2d8. So I deal 66 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage to him for the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
The second hit, I get to re-roll that d8. I do 36 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage to him. Can I move? Is there enough like altitude to get 15 feet up more? Again, so I'm not between him and the ground, while still keeping him in melee without entering the sleet storm.
Yes.
Then I do so.
All right.
Turn complete.
All right. End of your turn. Ooh, which horrible thing will we use? Yeah, we'll just wing attack again. So I need deck saves from Dern, his bird, and Faradul. That's all failures. 18 points of bludgeoning damage. You guys are knocked prone.
The bird's gone.
As Ataxius kind of flies down out of the cloud.
That front can attack for opportunity from me.
Oh wait, is he
It
within
will.
5 feet of me?
Yes.
Aha, retaliation.
Mm-hmm. You guys are prone though, so that's a disadvantage.
Yeah, but so is he, so flat roll. Nuts.
hit by Faradol.
Ooh, that's a high roll.
Damn, as you guys are just pounding into Ataxius. All
You
right.
just gave me the ultimate skin exfoliation treatment.
Indeed.
I am bloody.
I believe it was more of a skin defoliation.
I mean, you know, again,
Just de-skinned. Chemical flaying. It's like what they do at like with orange plants, where they dissolve the skin off the orange or something.
yeah, except I lack that nice orangey smell.
Yeah, now you smell like beef jerky, except with none of the spices and flavoring and all of the bacteria.
Yeah. Whee.
Tissue that's never smelled air in its life. Just given the amount of times you get fucked up as saying something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I believe that was end of Dern's turn.
Yeah.
All right, Anya. Just to clarify, Itaxius flew down and out of the cloud and is now like sprawling low to the ground like a crocodile.
Wonderful.
Prone?
No, he's not prone.
Well, here's Anya this entire fight. But Anya's now at the glass cannon that's not pulling aggro part of it, so Anya casts kinetic kill vehicle. Platinum gnome lawn dart. And I'm going to try and aim this thing at Ataxius' spine. It's not in the storm, but that should still be obscuring his line of sight to me. And I can still see enough of him to target clearly. Correct?
Yes, you can still target him clearly.
Perfect. What does a size huge platinum gnome lawn dart take to hit Ataxius in the spine? Is that a dex save or an attack roll?
I believe we dex saved that.
Because he can't see it, does he get disadvantage or something?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Then it might actually hit. Do you want to roll lower?
No. No, I don't think I do.
I think you do.
As Ataxius just does some cat reflex shit, and the gnome lawn dart passes through the sleet storm, pins where he was, and he's just way off to the side.
Hmm. I might be pulling too much aggro again.
You have pulled a massive amount of aggro.
I'm going to fly up, and I'm going to have my mount dash to get 108. Actually, double dash 270 feet.
You want to be 270 feet from him?
270 feet further.
Further. Further, he says. Okay.
I'm a
Yes,
fragile little
fine.
flower. There's a scary large dragon that's going to turn my beautiful fragile petals into ash.
Uh-huh. You have no idea.
That's it for me.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
what will the mean, mean dragon do?
Repent.
Surrender and repent.
Short range or fan?
Oh, I know. He'll convert to the lore bard.
He'll be impressed by the giant gnome dart that just about impaled him. If it was like 50 feet closer to him.
Man, I made this motherfucker way too action heavy. I don't get to do any of my cool shit first. Fucking hell, fine. Grumbles and snarls. Ferret.
What is that? Him talking to me, or are you telling me I can go?
Both.
Okay. It's a little hard to tell sometimes. Okay. So, still, whistling Dixie, so to say. I get off from being prone and go after a taxi. It's like, oh no, I'm not done with you yet. If I can get the right thing, that'd be nice.
That would be nice, which is probably why it didn't happen.
Indeed. Those rolls are subpar.
As they say in the business.
Damn, that baneful aura just... It is not coming in clutch for him. Those are 2 hits.
Well, barely 2 hits.
Not if it works.
I mean, if it were, yeah. Kapow.
Holy shit, goddamn fuck. Okay.
Just chipping away. Hi ho, hi ho.
As he's bloodied.
Now how's it feel, bitch?
Anything else?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, Eldrin.
Let's see. Let's see. What do I want to hit him with? How far is he from me?
60 feet. Currently tangled up with Fea, Faradul, and Dern.
And you said he's bloody?
Mm-hmm.
He's immune to that. He's immune to the stun condition, isn't he?
We haven't tried it yet this fight. I don't know about the other fights.
It might work.
When in doubt, fireball. I mean...
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
He's big enough that you can target away.
Just to make sure to do that.
Okay. And I'm going to upcast it. Let me see how many levels I want to go up with it.
Note for future encounters, bring potions of resistance for fire. Because of friendly fire.
I mean, friendly
fire isn't.
Yeah, it really isn't. Yeah, I'm gonna upcast fireball. Give me a deck save. Well, that's a pass. So he only takes half damage. 20 points of fire damage.
And you know what? Ataxis is going to absorb elements.
I should have power word stunned this monkey ass.
He's a lizard.
Okay, I should have power word stun you. It says one creature. I will say
Notice that thing about its hit points.
it's got to have 150 or current or less.
Yeah, he's got like 250 current hit points.
Oh, current? You think he's? Well, he said he was bloody, right?
Yeah, but he was bloody after we did like 250 points of damage to him.
He's
I
a
thought
chunky
bloody
boy.
was- All right, next time I'll just call down the fucking sun. Let's just
You got anything else?
No, I cast my spell. I hit him for a bitch
Excellent.
boy. He bitched out on me.
End of his turn.
Bitch.
Tail attack. Faraduel.
Okay. Yarp.
As he swings his tail, which begins to catch fire as it hits you. God, I love absorb elements. 31 points of bludgeoning and fire damage.
The 66 is the fire.
Yep, the 66 is the fire.
So, but I get to return the favor. Ha ha ha!
As you trade blows.
Fuck him up.
He wouldn't happen to be a construct, would he?
No. That's Loam.
I know, but I just had to ask because I forgot the Giant's Bane is the thing on Crom Fair. Just, you know.
Although
It's
imagine
pretty
if he
neat.
was a construct and the real Ataxius was just watching the fight.
You realize that his body isn't bleeding blood, it's bleeding water. It's a simulacrum.
I mean, that would be a pretty top tier pro gamer move right there. Let's just make sure I get all my damage.
I just brought my simulacrum along. Fuck.
You get a roll damage?
I'm getting there. I'm making sure I'm doing my math right.
Bitch, give me the numbers.
I
He's
got the
trying.
numbers.
Take your first number, multiply that by 3. That's the number of extra dice you get. That's like 6d8 and a fucking fuck ton of lightning.
Lightning.
Zap, zap.
God, holy fucking shit, goddamn. All right.
Should have saved that absorb elements.
Anything else? Wait, no, you can't. It's a reaction. Faye, it's your turn.
All right, how far is he from me?
Right there.
So I can whack him with my sword?
Oh yeah, you can whack his ass with your sword.
You can
Alright,
also
whack.
reach up and tenderly caress his cheek, and then whack him with your sword.
Doing some psychic damage along in the process.
A few more nat ones like this, and we're gonna have an awkward end to the fight. One hit.
I can do it with a
Nice.
nat 20.
That being the natural 20.
Well, I add my fire rune, I add my superiority die. Is there any, Is he considered a beast because of how beastly he is?
No.
Reroll ones and twos. All right, 53 damage, and he needs to make 2 strength saving throws. 1 versus restrained, and 1 versus prone.
Strength, you say?
Yeah.
Prone, you say?
Yes.
Restrained, you say?
Yes. Also, this I forgot to roll my d4s because of heroism. Yeah, those both pass.
Big dragon, pretty strong he is.
Can I still roll my d4s for at least the 17 attack?
You can, I'll tell you this, it won't do anything.
Oh, his AC is 22?
Yep.
Right.
That might be some of the most disappointed clicking I've heard in a while.
Well, action search.
God damn, that's 3 hits. Go away, Fea the Dragon Butcher. Fucking Dern and Ferrodual the Meat Tenderizers and Fea the Butcher.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Reroll the 2. Oh, whoops. I don't know why, but I thought it would be like, yeah, I miscalculated. Misdiagnosed the roll.
That's a miss input.
What?
Miss input.
For some reason, I was thinking it would roll 3d10s in one line, and so I had to add 3 6s to compensate. But I got confused for a second.
All good, all good.
It's 1 6 per thing.
I gotcha. Alrighty. Anything else?
I invoke the Stormwind.
Okay.
That just gives me more reactions to do. More options
Okay.
for my reaction.
Copy that. So, I have a question. Now that it is Ataxius' turn. Are you guys feeling good about your chances? You feel like things are going good? Hearts
Yeah.
are swelling with hope?
I'm 600 feet in the air. I feel great.
I have more hit points than my maximum.
I mean, it just
That's
depends on your perspective, really.
that's nice. Ataxius casts a spell. Let's see.
No one down there a Mage Slayer by chance?
Oh, Gilbert, doesn't he have to roll like concentration for that negative D4 thing?
No, it's not a concentration. It's just a magic effect he produces.
Also, by
Oh,
the
right.
way,
I forgot to roll for see if that shit recharges. including the last start of his last round. Hold on.
Also, by the way, he has 10 feet less movement and disadvantage on all attack rolls until the start of my next turn.
Good to know. Okay, so yeah, that ruinous aura is recharged, but his breath isn't. So, he's going to, I believe, attempt to dash all hopes of victory as he casts a spell. Hey guys, there's this horrible necrotic green glow in the sky as 4 blazing orbs strike the areas around you all.
Only a
He
little
wasted
bit
his
meteor
9th level
swarm.
slot on Meteor Swarm?
Who said he had one? As he nukes the battlefield. I need dexterity saving throws from every single one of you.
Even 600 feet in the air?
Yeah, he's targeting the spot right below. I guess he's just trying to fucking hit you with it that way.
Dex save, you said?
Yep.
Yep. Actually, wait, hold on a second before you roll, Anya. Before you roll, 1 second. Yeah, no, so it does specify on the ground, so... Yeah, I guess it actually can't target you, Anya.
I'm not on the ground either.
Yes, but you're in the blast radius.
Aw.
Like, he can't target Anya to be hit by the rock.
Look, I gotta try, man. I gotta try.
Look, man, I jumped in the falling elevator. Gravity can't get me now.
Fuck
I'm
you,
a tenth
gravity.
of a mile in the air. That's the only reason I'm
Alright.
not getting exploded.
So Fea, pass. Faradul, fail. Dern, fail. Eldrin, pass. So, yeah. Fail, pass. Fail, pass.
Here comes the pain train.
Wait, did I pass or fail?
You passed.
Yeah, okay.
Those of you who pass, take half. Those of you who fail, take full. 78 points of fire damage. And 75 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, well, I'm unconscious.
Faradul, Fea,
Yeah.
and Eldrin.
Hold on.
I am 27 down from max HP.
I'm still up. At 1 hit point.
Wouldn't that be 37? Ish?
Yeah, but didn't you hear me say I had 10 more than max?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at this and I'm like, wait, but that's 2 divided by 2, that... Oh, yeah, no, that makes so much more sense if there's the extra 10.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah, so who's dying? Dern
Me.
is dying, and... Hey, Faradul, you still up?
Yep, I'm up at 1.
Ah, right. Right. Mister?
Well,
How's Eldrin holding up?
I'm awake.
All right. That's attacks, yes. Dern, death save. Two fails.
And then I fall. Because I was in the air.
Oh, fuck.
I then hit the ground and die.
The broken body of Dern Highnomer Kneecappa hits the ground, his knees shattering, killing him.
Well, good thing we have that clone stashed away, not here.
Yes, I believe I just instantly wake up in that box.
Yes, and climb out of the box. Yes.
That's back at the Institute.
Yes.
Intervin, your boss just killed me. Ataxius takes a whole action to cast Sending to Intervin. Kill the gnome. Under, you must fight Under. Go play with yourself in the corner. You have both your character sheets. You know what to do.
But is this
Gilbert, I
where,
thought I was supposed to be the one making sex jokes.
But isn't this where Intervin's sudden yet inevitable betrayal occurs? Because surely he doesn't want to remain subservient forever.
So,
Plan.
believe it or not, that would in fact have been Intervin's plan. To betray him.
Ah.
I just realized I had to specify that.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Underdark engaging in betrayal is like standard operating procedure.
Of course, you're sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Wait, is this where Intervin joins the battle?
No, because Intervin's not at the Institute.
He's
On his way to the swamp.
yeah, to raid the lair.
Sort of. He went for the phylactery.
Robert Taxi is blind.
Oh, fine. I mean, that's raiding the lair. Okay, anyway, amusing memes aside. Whose turn is it?
Who goes
Oh,
after
right.
Dern?
Well, Dern dies, which means it's the end of his turn.
Dern didn't die. He just respawn somewhere else. He
Indeed.
went back to the spawn point.
Well, he has to die to respawn. That's where you get the re part from.
Hey, Gilbert.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Institute ever finish work on the big metal unit? I'm just kidding.
Well, you're not going to bring out the Doohickey Matron 9000?
Unfortunately, no, Under. You guys did not manage to collect the bronze, silver, or golden pantaloons.
Yeah. Knew we were forgetting something.
It was the pantaloons.
Yep, it's always the pantaloons.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ataxis is going to claw at you, Faradul.
Of course he is.
Yeah, he's a prick who likes to hit people when they're down.
I'm not down, I'm up.
That's nice. Actually, you know what? He'll bite you.
Alright. Yep, that hits.
Holy shit. 49 points of piercing and acid damage.
Yeah. Okay, key point of questioning here. Does the retaliation hit first, or do I have to roll Indomitable? or the stay up on my feet thing first.
What's the exact wording of retaliation?
One moment. When you take damage from a creature that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature.
All right, so you would take damage, you would lose your last hit point, you'd have to do Indomitable, and then your retaliation would go off.
Gotcha. Does this cleanse the bane? Or is that still on there?
That is still on there. It is in fact a save or suck effect. It continues for a whole minute.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just, again, gotta try. I'm quite sure that hits.
That does hit.
Okay.
All right. So he's nuked you, darn died, then he bit you.
Then I got better.
Uh-huh. And Anya,
Yep.
your move.
Has the rest of the party pulled aggro again? Or is the dragon still paying attention to me?
He's a little more concerned about the fact that Feya's right there.
Wonderful. I'm gonna turn my Pegasus around and dive bomb him with another gnome. Oh, I can make the big thing and the small thing, right? I would like to make another platinum gnome lawn dart, and what's the size restriction on the small ones? Oh, fuck it. We'll just add insult to possible injury. 4 size small puddles of bird shit. Oh, it worked.
Yeah, you're not supposed to nuke the DM with that. Wrong
It worked. I
target.
killed the DM with it.
Okay. So the last thing I heard you say before my Wi-Fi did the flickering, and frankly the lights did the flickering too, was something about having two things.
So I always forget this because it's not often relevant, but at some point in the bar tree, I forgot where, it lets me also create 4 size small things with performance of creation. So I'm going to use that to add bird shit to the platinum gnome lawn dart. And add insult to potential severe injury.
What are they gonna do that singing shit too, where they're gonna sing about like murdering pigeons in the park, poisoning pigeons in the park?
They would normally, but that seems like the kind of shit Ataxius would be into. So how about healing the poor That sounds like as close to poison as you can get for Ataxius.
Start playing fucking Christmas music.
Yeah, Christmas music is probably as close to anathema to the existence of Ataxius as a bard can possibly get.
Anya,
Yes.
he has redirected all of his attention to you.
Good. I'm playing aggro. I'm playing with his aggro like a kitten with a ball of yarn. I'm also playing with my life.
Indeed. Anything else?
Um, nope, just hitting him with the, well, hoping to hit him with the lawn dart and bird shit, and then flying back up to like 600 feet.
Alrighty.
So, Cloud's still there. Does he still have disadvantage on the save?
What?
The Sleet Storm. You gave him advantage on the last, or disadvantage on the last save, right?
What save are you talking about?
Isn't this
Dodge
where
dome.
the
Hit
lawn?
Ataxius with another lawn dart.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I got distracted about the pigeons and the Christmas music. As you hurl another long lawn dart.
So, does he have disadvantage on this save?
Yes.
Okay. Because if he didn't, he was gonna.
Hey, if it fails, he chooses to pass with legendary resistance.
Yeah, it was bound to happen eventually. Does he take partial damage for being on the ground?
You know, that's a fair point. We did kind of forget about the kinetic impact of the first one, given we did that with Volsung.
If I can hurt him with shrapnel and bird shit, that's more than enough for me to bruise his ego. I'll take it. That's a win in my book.
Okay. You know this will be hitting party members, yeah?
They're big guys. They can take it.
Cool. Cool. What did we use with
Cool.
Volsung?
Well, I have no idea. I think it was just like half fall damage for the shrapnel or something.
Yeah, but didn't I use like 10d10s or something? Because the huge kinetic pressure wave?
Oh, how long ago was that?
It was a while. Fuck it. Well, I think it was closer to 12d10. I remember it was big. Let's see, 12d10. So I guess Faradul, Fea, deck save as the kinetic impact has come in.
I'm not even gonna roll. Either way, I'm gonna get hit.
That is actually not true.
Well, what? It's rolled to take half?
Yes.
No, we're,
Well, so it doesn't matter.
How low are you?
I'm at 1.
No.
Oh, that's fair.
Each time I pop back up like a gopher, I'm at 1 hit point.
Okay, so I dug through my incredibly illegible scribblings. And if I'm reading this right, the way I did it was impact from the lawn dart was 12d10. And then the people who are not hit by it directly and are just being hit by the area, it's just that divided by 2. Okay, so Fea, that I believe passes versus Anya's DC. So, folks are taking half. Bludgeoning.
Ah, I'm still up, baby.
So that halves, and then that halves from the save, and then that halves from my resistance.
Yeah.
You're taking 1/8 of that.
Everyone else is in pain. Fea's response, like, my toe.
Oh, how'd I get paper cut? Paper cut
Fea's
might actually do too
toe is
much damage.
maliciously stubbed by this.
I'm such a sinister and evil teammate. I stubbed my friend's toe.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. End of your turn. Fuck you, Fea. Itaxius curses you. Wisdom save.
I don't like that.
Itaxius doesn't care what you like. Itaxius is a prick. So you gonna blow all your resources on that, or? That's what I thought.
The curse is scurvy. You just have to eat some oranges and you'll be fine.
You sticking with that 15?
I figured that I failed.
Indeed. You are now subject to a vile magical curse. You have a disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, ending the curse on success.
So rude.
He is. He really is. He ate that dragon in front of you and didn't offer you guys a bite.
What a scoundrel and a bastard. The nerve of this creature.
All right, Faradul.
Attack.
Goddamn, 2 hits. All right. So, Faradul,
Yes.
you fight Ataxius, your hammer beating into his skull until he drops to 0 hit points and dies, uttering a final vindictive curse against you all.
Eat a dick, you dragon.
Indeed, as all of his life is expended. I need wisdom saving throws from everybody
Oh God.
Even me?
except Anya. Oh yeah, I suppose also Dern, you're fine. Anya's fine. You're fine.
Does the Bane still count?
Yes.
Ah,
Power of spite from a quarter mile away.
wisdom, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, supposed to have disadvantage.
Yes, you do have disadvantage on your save.
Well, I assume a 16 fails.
A 16 fails, a 12 fails, and wow, that's gotta be awkward.
What?
So, the three of you drop to 0 hit points and are dying.
Wait, nope.
That's fine.
Hold on. I use a DM inspiration to re-roll that. Now, is that the full roll? Or is
No,
it
it's just
one
the
of them?
D20.
Okay, just the D20.
Does he die? Does he die? Does he die?
No, I make it. Wait. Ah, shit. I'm one short. Damn it.
Well, you would still get your +5 net.
What do you mean +5?
+9 -4.
Oh yeah, but the problem is I need to make 25, not.
Oh, well, yeah, then you're screwed.
Yeah. Damn it.
So Faradul also dies?
Well, are they dead or just bleeding out? Because there's a chance of they're...
They're at 0 bleeding out.
Right, so they get chances to roll. If any of them rolls a nat 20, they stand up. They could also all stabilize.
Yep. Hey Anya, are you capable of getting back to the party in 3 rounds?
From 600 feet?
Yeah.
If you jump, it's 2 rounds, 300 a round. Just falling. I mean, you'll take 60
Yeah,
d6
but-
at the end, but...
That's what a scroll of feather falls for.
That'll slow your descent.
Alright, if I use it... Oh, shit. I can get there in 2 if I just dive on the Pegasus, because I'm only, like, 600 feet up.
Alright, so your initiative on the 3rd round, you'll be able to do shit. Probably, unless you, like, crash. So, let's see. God, Attacks is such a prick. Alright, so, that is Faradul's turn with us all triggers. Eldrin, it's the start of your turn. You have 0 hit points and are dying. Death save. Mister?
Say again.
Death save.
I need a death save from you. Alright, that's 1 fail. Fea, death save.
His curse of making saves at disadvantage is hurting me. No, I suppose not.
Yeah, only by 1.
A 10 passes, though.
Yeah.
Fair.
Fortunately, just shy. And you fail a death save. And Ataxius. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that'd be pretty fun, honestly.
Fucking wakes up, just multi-attack, bonk, bonk, bonk.
Yeah, Taxis rolls a nat 20.
Then I finish him off with a kinetic kill vehicle of bird shit.
Alright, Dern, I assume, is climbing out of his box.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like he was doing that last couple of rounds. He's looking around for some clothes, some cobbler.
Getting a juice
Not
box.
necessarily in that order.
Cobbler first.
Cobbler first.
Always cobbler first.
Cobbler first, then hat, then the rest of the
Anya?
clothes, maybe.
I understand that you're, hauling ass.
Oh no, no.
No, my
A clone
Pegasus
was
is.
grown with the hat on.
I am contractually obligated to not put in any effort I don't need to. So my Pegasus is hauling ass. I am just hanging on.
And actually,
Of
for turn,
course.
the hat was in the box already. It's the only thing that was
Right?
actually.
Yeah, we grew the clone. It was naked, and then it just has the hat on.
Yeah.
No one knows how or why, but they always have a hat. Faraduel, death save. 2 failures on the Faraduel.
Well, that's an ass.
These guys just pick higher numbers.
Eldrin, death save. Eldrin, you regain consciousness. You suck air into your lungs.
For the love of all that's holy, get me some healing.
Well,
You'll be
since I wake
fine.
up, I'm gonna start healing the party with healing potions. Just pouring one into each of them that's around me.
All right, yeah, you run up 30 feet. Who you healing first? Faraduel or
Faraduel.
Faya?
A Faraduel.
Okay. Yeah, give it to him.
No.
Building
Yeah,
is
come on,
supposed
give
to
him the
kill
healing
party,
potion.
not seduce them.
2d4 plus 2.
Yay.
What's the second one?
That one's for Faya.
It's an action to administer a potion.
Well, then I'll do that my next action.
Okay.
Yeah, but the problem is time's a factor, because Faye has still got to make a death save between then.
But he's only got.
He's got 1 failure if he rolls a nat 1. Then things get more complicated.
I mean, no, choose life. As Faya slips closer to death's door. Anya?
I was supposed to roll for that curse to be removed.
Oh, yeah. Wisdom save. Like 2 of them.
Did the 20 remove it?
Yes.
Yeah, so re-roll that death save. And just do the higher one there.
Choose death.
No, really, I
Oh.
choose life now.
Well,
Just
technically
pick-
speaking, it'd be the first roll made, which is 4. All right. Anya.
Uh-huh. I will swoop down and cast Healing Word on. But Atraxius is right there. I could just disintegrate him.
No disintegrations.
I'll cast Healing Word on Faya.
We,
No,
we
you
need
could
to
totally
search the
disintegrate
body
the
for the
body.
pipe organs.
No, the organ pipes.
I thought it was the organ trail, not the organ pipes.
Well, how else do you find the pipes?
No,
You
that
gotta follow the trail.
we have to get the organ pipes and then take them along the organ trail to get them back to Loam.
I don't take the organ trail anymore after that one time I got dysentery on it.
That one time? You get dysentery on it every time. It's the only way. Who didn't get dysentery on that thing?
I didn't.
Well, that's just because you try to ford every river you come to and die from drowning.
I don't ford rivers. That's work. I just have my Pegasus fly over them. What am I, some kind of peasant?
It's
Yeah, 7 health to fail. And then this is where we learn that the curse doesn't let you regain hit points from magic.
Sorry, what?
This is where we learn that the curse doesn't let Fea get healed by magic.
No, I wasn't that cruel when I made it.
And I passed the
That's
curse.
what I know.
You
You thought you passed it.
It was an insidious curse.
indeed. The party all survived. Except Dern, who survived like in an alternative location.
Ow.
I can't believe Artaxias did like 204 damage to me in one hit, one shot.
He did 110 to me in one go.
And I don't think it was that hard of a fight.
That's because you have the ability to drop gnomes on people from literal miles away.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard until his death curse.
There's a death
Yeah.
curse?
Yeah. Now that this kind of played out, I am kind of going, man. Looked better on the stat block than in practice.
I mean, you killed Dern at least.
Yeah, but everyone kills. Fea, you're the one who killing matters.
Dern is just ye olde Worf.
You nearly got me with the death curse.
My God. I don't really know if Dern is Worf. I feel like it's almost more Ferritul. Because Dern tends to whoop a person's ass or occasionally get pasted. Ferritul just spends his entire day getting his ass beat.
Just grinding my face across everything, really. But it worked out. I outground the dragon.
Oh yeah, dragons fly. Why would they ever be on the ground?
Fucking Dern over here getting Worfed, though, to prove that Ataxius means business.
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, by getting Worfed, I basically get to do this at the Institute while you guys are finishing him off.
Munch munch.
Yeah, I mean, that is fair.
What kind of sandwich do you think he's having?
Tuna.
Being-
Tigers will do anything for a tuna sandwich.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is, yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah, that checks out, Chief. That's
These are facts.
100% pure Calvin and Hobbes logic.
It's
best
straight out
kind
of
of
one of the
logic.
strips.
I know. I just kind of forgot about that. I need to read through those again. I got them right here. I'm still DMing. I need to not grab that just yet. We haven't finished the session. Let it be recorded in the D&D that Calvin and Hobbes is the best comic book strip ever produced. Its strips are always poignant and relevant, and you could use it like religious dogma in terms of how relevant it is to the human life. It's a great strip. Everyone should read it. Everyone who hasn't read it, your life is immeasurably worse for having not read it. So say we all. All right, back to D&D. Tonight's sponsor, Calvin and Hobbes.
Star Galactica. It's a very weird combination, but here we are.
All right. But yeah, you guys have killed Ataxius.
So I'm going to take a little moment to just, contemplate that, and then take a few more healing potions.
We believe we killed Artaxius.
It's alright, Interven's over there spawn camping him.
Unknowing teamwork makes the dream work.
All right, you fucker. I know you put your phylactery in here. It's him and the apprenti.
All right, so somebody call out when you find the shiny thing.
Why do you think I spent so much effort in securing that forge? I had to make sure I had a way to undo a phylactery.
You know, that's one of its features. That's like actually in my notes for it.
Doesn't surprise
Destroy
me.
artifacts and
Yeah.
phylacteries in there. All right, but yeah, you guys are out of an ish. Well done.
All right, and do you want me to do a survival check to properly deal with ataxias?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if you fuck up your best friend forever Loam's ritual by fucking up the organs he needs.
Does anybody else have survival to give me advantage?
I have something better, Bardic
Oh,
Inspirations. I also have Survival.
I mean, I'll take the advantage. How many rolls do you want me to roll?
Take
Beer?
both.
One for the the head's easy enough to remove. I need two. One for the gizzard, one for the heart.
I can assist.
Just think about him as just like a really big turkey.
Oh yeah. So what's the bardic give?
For ability checks, 2d12, keep the higher one.
Oh hell yeah.
And I'm assisting for advantage.
Sounds good. And you're gonna give me that twice so I can use them on both rolls here?
You can have a Bardic for all of them.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm asking, yeah. Because I'm just gonna roll them in one go. So Gilbert, what is the result?
You deftly 2d20 kh1 plus 2d. Oh, 2. Okay.
Yeah, the bardic.
I was like, wait, what? All right, you deftly remove Ataxia's gullet and heart.
Awesome. I am then going to personally take a whole bunch of scales and teeth and claws to make a bitching outfit out of. Hopefully. Fea, would you like to assist?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Enough for me too. And have another Bardic.
Ooh, well, thank you.
You know? You know what's funny here? Like, really funny? So, the last time a ancient black dragon was fought here, it was the event that got Akhed his title of God King. And now we have a super rich almond farmer who, you know, by my math here, actually did the bulk of the lion's share of the butt whooping on this guy.
Oh yeah, this is going to be Faradul, the evil black ancient black dragon killer and occasional almond farmer.
So what you're saying is we should declare Faradul the emperor.
We straight up have just had an incident where what amounts to a storm god has just defeated a giant, serpent. We have straight up repeated an Indo-European thematic structure here.
You know,
I'm-
Loam's going to be
Repeat that,
pissed
that's
if we
right.
declare him emperor.
Why? He's going to become god.
Oh, hold on.
Also, there's no emperor here; it's just kings.
But he'll be the king of kings, and thus emperor.
Indeed. Intervin will get
So,
tax benefits out of this.
if
Be fine.
if we do declare you emperor and that pisses off, why am I blanking on his name?
Soil.
Loam.
I'm proceeding
Then
to go
we
all Highlander on you.
Well,
then
Yeah,
all
no,
we
no,
have
it's more that Loam is like this whole like he's like a follower of the old God King. So for someone to declare themselves above that, that might piss him off. That's where I was going with that.
all we have to do is not give him the stuff for the ritual and do it ourselves.
Oh yeah, but he has the Tarask. Where are we gonna find a Tarask this time of night?
We'll steal his.
Eh.
We just killed a Taxius and only one of us died. What's he gonna do? Stop all of us?
Do you want me to answer that? I mean, I'm perfectly just happy being king, really.
Yeah, but he could be more. It'll be cooler.
I mean, it may be cool, but I mean, I already got the title Dragon Slayer, though, so that's pretty cool.
You'll have not just a kingdom of almond farms to farm. You'll have an entire empire's worth of almonds.
That's a good point. But I still don't want to piss off Loam. Loam's been pretty cool.
We're not going to be pissing him off for long.
Well, no. Let's get the other stuff with Loam, and then we'll handle geopolitics after that. Also, I could really use a nap. That was a lot of damage.
You want me to sing you a lullaby?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Actually, you're a bard. You can make it hurt, actually, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, I was going to say I can make it hurt if you wanted to, but...
Oh, no.
Performance of creation. I'm going to just make a little harp and sing a little lullaby for the party.
And I think on that, with all of you guys debating whether or not, you'll try to usurp a ritual for godhood, I think we'll end the session there.
What do you mean if we